Welcome to another edition of the Olufunke platform. Our main goal and focus is that men keep God in their hearts and walk in the path that He has destined for them and retain the consciousness of God in their life. So today we'll be speaking about the secret to accessing divine instructions. Have you seen a person embarking on a trip, not for pleasure, but aimed at achieving a specific purpose, either initiated by a superior individual or body? Without a specific set of guidelines and objectives for the individual to follow. If this occur, both the individual and the recipient of the purpose of the assignment, that is the superior, will encounter unnecessary disruptions, delays, and avoidable failures because not only did they fail to make effective planning, but ignore the important element needed in a journey, which is a compass. A compass does not necessarily mean an equipment you need to carry along in order to understand the direction or the way to go, but compass in this sense means a set of instructions or guidelines that prepare you for the unknown on the journey and how to mitigate the effect that the unknown could impact on you, as well as understand how to successfully journey through every pathway along the journey through every pathway to achieve the purpose of the journey. Let's now streamline the above experience that I just described into the journey of a man's destiny. It is important to be aware that every being on earth, especially the human race, has a destiny before him partitioned into journey and phases in life. But there's an important question we need to ponder on, which is how do I get to my destination in God? How do I successfully travel through the journey within this destination? In case you are wondering, what is destination or what does destination look like? It is where God desires to take you as the day, month, and year unfolds, different from your present reality or situation. God is a God of progression, and it is one step at a time with God and one phase before the other. So you don't get born in a day and get to your destination in a day. A vital example is the children of Israel before time. God has spoken that out of the loins of Abraham shall a nation come forth, and they shall dwell in the land of Canaan. As the nation begins to form through Jacob, who was renamed Israel, they did not get they did not get to Canaan that particular day. They did not get to Canaan, but they began to form into a nation gradually. They first formed into a nation from Egypt and going ahead and going which therefore from Egypt they first formed into a nation. Then going ahead it seems impossible, but God reminded them that there is a destination He has proposed for them, which is Canaan. And it will not get them there, but and it did not get them there immediately, but even as the promise was declared, it didn't manifest immediately. It took them to go through some journeys and phases before getting to the land God has promised them. Like we know, they had to go through the Red Sea, they had to go into the wilderness, they had to cross the Jordan River, they had to conquer many battles. Studying the life of the Israelites as a model and pattern of how men travel through life journey into their destination, we will notice that God did not just take them from Egypt into Canaan in just one day. He led them through different pathways with instructions both to keep them in alignment with God and to help them navigate them through the journey to the destination. You can find examples of series of instructions that God gave the Israelites in the book of Joshua, from Joshua chapter 1 to 24, from Numbers 1 verse 1 to 22, Numbers 22, 23, and different examples of that in the Bible. Let us therefore look at five vital significant instructions, five vital significance, like the significance of instruction, five vital significance of instructions, and how they can keep you on track to your destination. Instructions are like navigators in the journey of life. They tell you when to move, when to be careful, and when to pursue and overtake. We must know that it is not all time you run, you walk, you pursue, or step back, but knowing the exact time to take step and take it right is dependent on divine instruction. Instruction help you position to receive the blessing attached to the path God has planted you. The fact that instruction gives you the fact is that instruction gives you spiritual foresight to see what you can't see with your physical eyes. Instruction gives you capacity to retain every blessing that comes along your way as you journey into your destination. By this, you'll be fully aware of abominable acts that can corrupt every good gift that comes with the journey. There are different pathways. Number four is that there are different pathways just as in the natural environment. There are tarred roads, rough ways, sharp corners. Traveling on some roads can be dangerous. There are some pathways that are advisable to just walk on, while some pathways are fit for any type of vehicle. Instruction Instruction gives you direction and enables you to differentiate the wrong pathways from the right pathways and the right components to take along. Number five is that instruction builds the right infrastructure that anchors you from being vulnerable to predators of destiny. Having exposed ourselves to the significance of instructions and why instructions are needed for to be in the kit of our journey in life. This should guide our actions towards it. Instructions are not just needed as an achievement in the bag to brag on, but needed to keep us on track, irrespective of the wind of life that might blow against us or the range of the storm that could arise. Let us therefore reflect on the vital questions. Are instructions available like the breeze in the air, or is it searched and sought? Instructions are very sacred and are therefore sought after and searched before we can access them. Searching and seeking for instruction is not running after them or meddling your way through various information, but is taking a particular spiritual posture. This posture enables us to enables us access into this sacred privilege. Instructions are coded secrets in the shadow of the Most High, but that you visit this secret place often doesn't still give you access into these divine instructions. You until you keep God in your heart and His commandments in your heart, then will you be able to attain this posture of reverence, and you will be able to fear the Lord. And this is what takes people running etta scatter to understand will be revealed to you in with ease. Having instructions in life set you apart as those that have light and oil in their lamp and distinguish you from the blind. That you have eyes doesn't mean you are seeing. According to Matthew chapter 13, verse 13 verse 14, when Jesus was describing that some people that have eyes, but they will have eyes, but they will not be able to see or know the way. But until you have instructions, then can we say you have sight because it gives you clarity as you move through each day in life. I pray that as this word has come to us, I know that it did not just come like maybe it's just an ordinary word. God has many instructions He wants to dispense to His children. There are times that we are just going through life without instructions. We don't know the next step to take. We don't know the next way to go. We are just using common sense, and you cannot use common sense to get to your destination. You need direction. You need revelation. It is revelation that gives you the ability to be able to know what is next and how to position to be able to step into the next. I pray that as we listen to this word and abide by the word and take the posture that gives us access to divine instructions, that we receive and access these divine instructions with ease in order to avoid many pitfalls in life. Thank you and God bless you for listening and taking your time, your few times to listen. I pray that this word will enrich you and give you the the fortitude to stay on the track that God has placed you and guide you through life. May God bless you. Thank you once again. I'm Olufunke.